What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Keke Wyatt's World Season 1, Episode 4, Clash of the Titans, you guys. And this is the episode before the season finale, you guys. So next week is the season finale, and I will say I've enjoyed this show immensely. But before we go ahead and get into the review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any of the video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. Do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Keke Wyatt's World, shall we? All right, you guys, so I do want to say I appreciate everybody who's been watching the videos. You guys have really been supporting these videos, and I appreciate the comments that you guys have left for me. I know a lot of people disagree with me last week about my opinions on Lorna and Raja, and I appreciate that, you guys. Do I feel like Raja was disrespectful to Lorna? 100% right. And what I also will say about Raja and Lorna, that was his birth, you guys, that was his birthday. His birthday. I want you guys to put yourselves in Raja's shoes. You're 20 years old, right? I think all of us at 20 years old can say we did some stupid stuff. We were immature at the least, right? I know for a fact that 20 years old, I wasn't the person that I am today. 20-year-old me was headstrong, right? I didn't argue with my grandmother, but 20-year-old me, you couldn't tell me S-H-I-T, right? So we see as Keke is talking to Raja outside, and on the flip side, we see as Lorna is talking to Dougie. Now, Dougie is back because she asked him to come down because he had another bout with cancer. I'm like, wow, so cancer runs in that family. Prayers up to Dougie. So Lorna told Dougie that, she was wrong about what happened the night before. And I'm so glad that she can admit that she was wrong. And I forgot to mention this last week when she called Haley a fat cow. I was like, now, Lorna, that is disrespectful as hell. That little girl ain't said nothing to you or about you at this party. She hasn't even come up to you, but you disrespect her and call her a fat cow. Hella disrespectful, right? So Raja is telling Keke that he doesn't believe that they can recover, and I beg to differ. I said that about, there were plenty of times when my mom that I got mad at her, and I felt like, sometimes we would butt heads, and it would get to the point of like, she would get mad at me, I would get mad at her, and vice versa. But there was nothing detrimental where we couldn't come back from the situation. But yeah, he says that he doesn't feel that they can recover. I definitely do. He says that he wants an apology from Lorna, and Keke feels he should get an apology, right? And Keke was talking about the fact that at the party, it was supposed to be about him, but unfortunately, Lorna made it about herself, and that is absolutely what happened. She made it about herself. So we see Lorna, so she's still talking, like I said, she's still talking to Dougie. And she says that, she does like Haley because Haley is there for Raja. And that's what I said last week. That was exactly what I was saying last week. It's like, I think they're vying for, it's not even Haley, it's Lorna. Lorna feels as if she's being replaced, so she's vying for that spot in his life. But you're his grandmother. That is his best friend. That is like with my best friend and my mom. They never competed. They never competed with each other for my love, right? They both equally had it. And, and my mom, vice versa. Actually, my mom loved my best friend. She looked at my best friend as a daughter, right? She loved my best friend and she loved her daughter. So she looked at them as family. And so that's what it should be for Lorna. Don't look at it as this girl is coming in and replacing you. He's found somebody, like he's found his soulmate. Like I feel like my best friend is my soulmate because we complete each other. It's not a relationship like, a romantic or a sexual one. It's just, that is my spirit animal. That is my soulmate. That is the person that makes my, without her in my life. Because I'm finna get emotional saying this because I'm gonna get emotional, but I'm trying not to, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it feels with his best friend. Without her, it's just like a missing piece to a puzzle. So I think that's what it is, and I think Lorna should just look at it that way. It's not the fact that you're being replaced. He found someone who is similar to you, and you've been there for him. She's been there for him as well. So don't look at it as being replaced. Look at it as an addition to your life and his life as well. And that's really what it is. Dougie asked Lorna, is it jealousy? And she says, no. I said, yes, it is. I absolutely believe it's jealousy with Lorna. So Lorna does want to apologize, and Dougie says that there should be a neutral place for them where he is able to, Raja is able to express himself and get everything off of his chest, and she listened to it. I do believe that that's true. But the issue is Lorna, Raja, and Keke, they are all headstrong. And they're not going to listen to what other people, they're not going to want to listen. They're going to want to react as well. And that is a big problem with all three of them. But let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. All right, you guys. So we see the oldest kids. I'm going to ask one more time. Kiva's girlfriend, where did she come from? That young lady is very vocal, and she's very, very vocal. And so they're going to go get party supplies for one of Kiki's daughters, Bella, right? And she's turning 8 years old. And the girl was like, we were bored around the house not doing anything. Whoa, pump the motherfucking brakes real quick. I get the daughter, right? The daughter that's here. She's a teenager, so I wouldn't expect her to work. And Kiva and Raja are her children, so that's fine. Why ain't you working? You living up under their roof, rent free probably, and not working? I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. Get the fuck out of, nah. This is why I said my grandmother and my mother would never go for this. Oh, Jesus, hell to the no. If you at least gonna stay in my goddamn house, your ass need to get a motherfucking job. You're not gonna sit here and use my water, my electricity, eating my food, do nothing in my house and don't contribute to something to it. Get the fuck out of here. Hell to the N to the O to the no, no, no. Bye, little girl. She's very odd to me, but I don't have an issue with her. When she said they were around the house bored doing nothing, I was like, don't nobody have a job? Well, you more specifically, you ain't got a job, sis? I'm just asking the question. I don't have, again, like I said, no tea, no shade. I don't really feel, it's kind of weird. Where's her family? I think we've all asked that question, right? So Kiva asked Raja about making up with their grandmother, and Raja said, well, it's really up to her. And I agree with Raja in that sentiment, that it is up to her because he is the one that has felt that she's been disrespectful of him, right? And, like I said, was he disrespectful? Has his delivery been terrible? Yes. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. But let's be honest, you guys. We always say this. You can't offend people and then dictate how they react to you. So I'm not upset with him or anything in that fashion. But, I want you guys to definitely tell me what you think about that. But yeah, he says that it's all on her. And I agree, it is on her. So next up, you guys, we see Andre, and oh my God, you guys, with Andre in this interview, I want Andre to take this hairpiece off. That one hairpiece was so fucking terrible, it looks bad. Andre, rip it off because it looks like a rug, throw it in the incinerator and burn it. That is what I'll say. So Andre met up with Lorna, right? Because he feels, so Lorna is telling him how she feels bad about the situation with Raja, right? Because Raja isn't talking to her. And I was like, okay, if Raja is not talking to you, here's another issue that I have with Lorna, right? If Raja is not talking to you, you reach out. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. If you know here's the thing, if you know that you've hurt him, or if he told you you've hurt him, reach out to him and say, hey, Raja, this is Nana. I know you said that you felt this way and that I've said this or done that to you, right? It was never my intention to be hurtful or malicious towards you. You are my grandson. I love you. At the end of the day, I don't want any harm coming your way. Say something like that. That is the issue. Sit down. You're the adult. And I hate to say it like that, that you're the adult, but in this situation, you're the adult and you're also the person that he feels offended by. You know what I'm saying? So take accountability, take ownership of what your grandson is telling you that you've done. My mom, like going back to my mother real quick, there were plenty of times where I've told him like, "Mama, you said something that really kind of hurt my feelings," and she was like, "Well, you know what? I didn't mean to hurt your feelings," and vice versa. It was more so most of the times it was on me where I would say stuff to hurt her, and then she would tell me that, and she wouldn't talk to me, and she wouldn't talk to me for a little bit, and I would just say, you know what, bite the bullet, right? Let me go talk to her. Let me sit down with her and say, hey, mama, I know I said this, and I know it hurt your feelings, and it was, the way it came out isn't necessarily how I meant it, but I do apologize to you because I never want to hurt you, and I did this. This actually happened once, like, oh God, I can't remember when it happened, but she really, really got hurt by something that I said to her, and she cried. And my mom definitely, she wasn't like the crying type of person. So when she cried, I was like, you know what, you definitely fucked up, and I went and apologized to her. So I think that's what Lorna needs to do: take ownership, take accountability, and go and apologize to your grandson, right? So he also told her that he wants to talk to her about Keke's schedule. What I've noticed with Andre is he walks on eggshells with Keke. I'm sorry, there's no way I could work for somebody who I have to walk on eggshells with, right? He also invited her to his launch party for his that tree crap he got, that tree cape. Andre, please disengage from that business. It won't work. So let's pause here, you guys, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. All right, you guys, so the end of the episode, this is where the shit hits the fan, you guys. And I have an issue. My issue towards the end of the episode is with Keke. So it is with Keke, you guys. So we see the birthday party, and it was supposed to be a surprise party for Keke, for the little girl. And Keke, I didn't realize that they shared the same birthday, right? They shared the same birthday, right? And so Keke was talking. Her and Lorna went out with each other, and Keke was telling Lorna how she felt away. Um, Actually, she felt away when Lorna brought up the fact that Andre is having this party for his tea tree, and Keke is like, and so Keke is upset, right? Because Keke has this baby line that she wants to come out with, and she feels a way that Andre is coming out with the line. And I was like, Keke, baby, you can't put this all on him. Like, if you want to put out a line, you got to do the research and everything. You got to know the ins and outs of this industry, what works, what doesn't work, how to get a product to invention and all of that kind of stuff. So you cannot put all of this onto him. Like, I felt the way about that. So like I said, we see the party. I will say Keke gives her kids some interesting names, right? So we do see Dougie. So Dougie did talk to Raja at the party. Lorna wasn't able to come, and Raja felt the way about that she couldn't come to the baby's party, but she came to his party. And so Dougie talked to Raja and got Raja to agree to sit down with Lorna, right? So the end of the episode, we see Keke. Keke is in the studio. The song that Keke sang was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. So Kissy is there as well. Now, after she came out the booth, Andre was telling Keke and Kissy about his party that he's having, right? Keke made it all about herself. She was like, but I got a line too. I got a product that I want to put out, but you ain't helping me with that. I was like, Keke, you're being selfish as fuck. He is talking about something that he is doing for himself. Now, I will agree with Keke on one thing, that tree cape is not a good idea. Hate to say it, it's just not a great idea. So she was like, but you want to plug something on my show. I was like, oh my God, it is the selfishness of it all that it was the pure selfishness for me with Keke. I was like, girl, what the fuck? Keke was really getting on my nerves in that particular scene. She made that whole scene about her. Kissy made a face and she looked at Kissy and got mad at Kissy. I was like, so this is why I said I couldn't work for Keke because it's all about her. Keke is selfish as fuck. And I still love Keke, but selfish as hell. There's just no way I would be able to work with somebody like that. That is the end of the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.